Hello everyone, welcome back. We have been doing this series of tasks for the implement traffic management from AG 104 Microsoft Azure Administrator Training, the labs that are available on GitHub from Microsoft Learning, and I really love and enjoy these labs. So we have done all three of them. We provisioned the lab environment, we configured the hub and spoke, and in the last lab, we have tested our connectivity. And this one, in this particular video, we are going to configure the routing in the hub and spoke. So let's just get to task 4. So let's see what it is. 3 and where is task 4? I'm just going to do a search. Task 4 might be easier. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so here configure routing in the hub and spoke topology. So if you read just the document a little, we're going to configure and test the routing. And what we need to do, we need to enable the IP forwarding on the network interface of the AZ104.06 VM0 virtual machine, enabling routing within its operating system and configuring user-defined routes on the spoke virtual network. So it's important that you're gonna enable IP forwarding on the network on the VM0, and we are going to enable the routing using the UDR. Okay, so let's just go to our portal and go to our virtual machines and get to the VM0. And in the VM0, we're going to go to the networking, and in the networking, we go to the network interface. Okay, so there is a network interface, and let's just click on this one and see what we have. Okay, so we are kind of right here, and in the setting, go to IP configuration. So under setting, we have the IP configuration in this particular network interface card. And if you look at it, your IP forwarding and by default is disabled. Let's enable this one. And if you did the note, this setting is required in order for the virtual machine to function as a router, okay, which will route traffic between two spoke virtual network. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with this particular virtual machine. We're going to use it as a router. Now you need to configure operating system of VM0 virtual machine to support routing. Okay, so let's save this one before we do anything. Okay, and then in the Azure portal, navigate back to the virtual machine blade and click over overview. So go back to the virtual machine blade, click on overview, and in the blade, in the operations section, run command, run PowerShell script. So the way I go there is I just do a search here. So that brings the run command. I click on it, and the run PowerShell script, it's right over here. I click on that one, and what we're going to do, we're going to run a script, and that is install Windows feature remote access include management tool. So that tool is going to help us make this computer behave as a router. So to run this PowerShell script just from the portal, all I need to do is hit run, and it should start running the script behind the scene. And as soon as it's done, it's going to give you some output. Okay, let's just wait for a second for the script to be done. Alright, this command is now successful. So we have installed the Windows feature remote access include management tool, but we are not done yet. So we got to run some more commands. So I'm going to copy the next set of it, and I'm going to put it right there. And here we are actually running 4 different commands: Windows install Windows feature, then we are installing the routing, and next we are doing rsat remote PowerShell, then ppn type routing only, and we're doing some additional commands: get net adapter, then set net interface forwarding enable. So we're doing all that stuff using from within the Windows system. Now let's run this one, and also just like the previous command, we're going to wait until the command is done and we have some output available. Let me repause. Alright everyone, looks like this script execution is now complete. I have got some output as well. Says everything is successful, no restart is needed, and that's about it. So we are good to go to the next step. So we are here. So next thing let's do, let's create some route table. Okay, so let's now go to Azure and look for a route table and select that one. And in this one, we're going to create a custom route table. So we're going to click on the create. Let's move this over here just a little. And what we will do, put this one as well in the same resource group. And the name, it's going to be the East US. And the name, I'm going to copy this one and use the one that's been used in the lab guide. So we're going to use that one. And over here, propagate gateway route, for now I want to say no. Okay, and if you read this, select no to prevent the propagation of on-premises routes to the network interface in associated subnets. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick to the lab for now, and that is gonna give me a route table. I'm gonna hit create, and it is creating the route table. And interesting that you can assign tags if you wanted. So and then create. Okay, so this deployment of the route table is going on. Once this is done, we can go to this, and now you see this is the resource group. I just wanted to go to the route table. So what is my route table? So it's I'm looking for the route table. Let's just find this one. Let's copy this one. Sometimes it's just easy to find. Right there is the route table. So we found it, and what we'll do, we'll just click on that one to get to the route table. Now it's saying, hey, is this the route table? And you have the all the overview activity, IAM tags, all of that stuff uh, that you can do with the route table. They're part of here. Now what we need to do really, if you go to the routes, there is no routes attached to the route table yet. So we need to add something. So let's just do that, hit on add. And over here, let's configure that the way we have. It's a route name. It's route VNet 2 to VNet 3. So as you know, right now, there is no traffic allowed between VNet 2 to VNet 3. Okay, so get the address prefix is 10.60.0.0.20, and next hop type is really a virtual appliance. In this case, the virtual appliance is the IP address of our virtual machine, right? So just to validate, let me just make sure that is the IP address. If I go there and do the virtual machine and VM0, and if you look at the IP address 10.60.04, so this VM, we are using that VM as a router, and this is, you can consider as the virtual appliance. So we have all that configured, and then hit OK. So that is going to add uh, one route. So any traffic with a with a prefix 1063.0.0.20 is going to go to 1060.04 as the next hop. Okay, so now back in the route table, in the settings section, click subnets and click associate. So now just creating a route table is not enough. So you still have to associate the route table. So right over here, I need to associate, and then which one do you want to associate? So in this one, let's just do this. So we're gonna look for the VNet 2. So here's my VNet 2. In the VNet 2, which subnet you want? It's the subnet 0. Okay, so you hit OK and navigate back to route table and click plus to create. So go back to route table one more time. Where is my route table? So route 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 table, not associate routes. Okay, so I need to create another one most likely. Back to route table, click create route table. Okay, so I need to create another route table. Okay, so let me make sure that it's really asking me to create another route table. Navigate back to the route table bled. So this is the route table bled, and I think it's just asking us to add another route. Let me see. No, it is not. Resource group region. No, it's asking for the another route table that we need. So the previous route table that we created, it's for the traffic between 2 and 3. So from 2, you're going to 3. And this time we're going to create a route table for 3 to 2. Okay, so let's just go back over here again, just search for the route table and create another one. So this is going to be a new one. I'm going to put it in the same resource group East US. Name is going to be this 3 to 2. And again, we're going to say propagation gateway route is no. Review and create and create. So in this route table, what we need, we still need to create a route. So let's see, once it's done, go to resource. Let's just click on that one. So that will bring up the route table. And here we're going to add another route, and this time the route is going to be named 3 to 2. Okay, 3 to 2. Now this time we're going to look at anybody who is coming from that subnet 10.62.0.0.20. Okay, we're going to send it as the virtual appliance of the next hop, and we're going to use the VM0 as the next hop in there. Okay, so we got it, hit OK. So now our route table is ready. So the next thing we do is associate this one to a subnet. So as soon as this is done, we're going to go to subnet and associate that. And we're going to add this subnet to the which network, VNet 3 and subnet 0. So that's what it is. So this is now going to send all traffic to the next hop would be this particular virtual appliance, right? So what we're gonna do, so we're pretty much done with this part. And now right now what we have done, we have created all the connections that we need. So let's go back to the network watcher again. Okay, so network watcher, and in here let's do the trouble connection troubleshoot again. And in this time what we're gonna do, RG1, from RG1 VM2 is what we need to test, and we want to go to VM3 which is running at 10.63.04, and we want to add RDP to that one 3389, and I want to see if that connection is working all right or not. Now let's see what happens. So one thing to remember, if you think the status is reachable, that is what is expected. If we get it is like unreachable, we may have to restart this particular virtual machine to make sure that all the changes that we have made so far, they took an effect. Okay, so just give it a second, and we should, oh, we are already done. So I didn't even have to pause, so it says reachable. So we have solved our connectivity issue, but this time just know that if I'm coming from VM2, my traffic is actually going to VM0 plus, that is working as a router. It's looking at the route table and forwarding the traffic back to the VM3. So that's, you can also use network watcher to view the view the topology of the network. So let's see, what is the topology? Network topology. I'm not seeing it in here, but I know that you can look at the network topology from here somewhere. Maybe we'll do that maybe in the next lab. I just need to look at it some more and figure out where exactly I need to yeah, topology. Sometimes it's the icons are all there, but it's just hard. It just can't figure out. Second, it's really easy. Go to the resource group and you get the topology right here. And let's just make this one a little bit bigger so you can see what is going on. So what you see, you have VNet 1, okay, and VNet 1, your traffic can come from 2 and also come from 3, but between 2 and 3 there is no direct connection. Uh, VNet 1 has subnet 1 and subnet 0, and in the subnet 0 I have the VM 0, okay, and this one we have made it as what as our router, and this subnet we have added the route table, okay, and over here in this subnet VNet 2 we also added route table that is actually going first to VM0. So if you want to talk to VM2 and VM3, you're actually going to go over here. Then from there, you're going to come back with this one. Okay. Now you can do traffic inspection, packet analysis, all that kind of stuff from within VM0. That's the benefit. Okay. So let's end the lab here and let's go to the next few tasks in the next video and implement the Azure load balancer. Thank you. See you in the next video.